In our market, we have high-technology cameras, sleek mobile phones, and high-definition televisions in daily use. The market is flooded with items from top brands from all over the world. But remember, there was a time when only ambassadors and Fiats ruled the Indian roads. Now, fast forward to today's streets, which are filled with cars of many brands. It's not just about cars. Whether it's the shirts we wear, the televisions we watch, or the fruit juices we drink, the choices are endless. But how did our choices increase in just a few decades? We are going to find the answer to this question. Production across countries. Until the middle of the 20th century, the production of goods was mainly done within national boundaries. The imports and exports were limited to raw materials and final products. Colonies like India were known for exporting raw materials and importing the finished products. International trade was the primary means of connecting distant countries. During this period, there was the emergence of multinational companies. The concept of MNC was based on large companies that had production facilities in more than one country. These corporations started to cleverly place offices globally depending on the needs of production. They set up production centers in places where production costs were minimal and cheap resources were abundant, like manpower and raw materials. The main objective of an MNC is to minimize expenses and maximize profits. Now let us talk about the current situation of the world. We have several MNCs who are leading manufacturers of the world. Let us take an example of a large MNC. This MNC provides industrial equipment all over the world. It has divided the production into different parts in different centers. Product designs are made in the USA. Components are manufactured in China. Equipment assembly is done in Mexico and Eastern Europe. The finished products are sold all over the world. India takes care of the customer service. In this example, we can understand how an MNC can minimize its expenses. China serves as a cost-effective manufacturing hub due to its cheap labor and operating costs as a production location. Mexico plays an important part because of its closeness to the European market. India stands out for its highly skilled engineers adept at understanding technical aspects of production. Additionally, the country's educated, English-speaking youth contribute to customer care services. All these factors help in saving 50 to 60% of the company's finances. So the MNCs not only sell their goods globally but also take advantage of global resources during production. Interlinking production across countries. Multinational corporations, location selection. In general, multinational corporations, MNCs, strategically establish production facilities based on certain factors such as proximity to markets, availability of skilled and unskilled labor at low costs, and assurance of other necessary production factors. Additionally, MNCs also consider government policies that align with their interests. Once these conditions are met, MNCs start investing money for setting up production bases. They buy land, buildings, machines, and equipment to set up factories and offices. All the funds invested in these assets are commonly known as foreign investment. The primary objective of such investment is to generate profits from the acquired assets. Multinational companies try various ways to set up production centers and minimize their investment. So they can be majorly categorized into two ways. Cooperation. MNCs sometimes engage in joint production with local companies. This offers a double advantage to local companies. Firstly, MNCs can provide financial support for additional investments, such as acquiring new machinery. Secondly, MNCs may introduce the latest production technology, benefiting the local companies. Dominance. The common route for MNC investments involves buying local companies and then expanding production. Let us take an example. Cargill Foods, a world-famous MNC, invested in India. It bought several different local companies such as Parakh Food, a well-reputed brand. Now Parakh Foods had 4 oil refineries in India whose control shifted to Cargill. Because of this, Cargill has now become the largest producer of edible oil in India, earning millions of profit daily. The financial power of many top MNCs surpasses the entire budgets of developing country governments. This immense wealth grants these corporations significant influence and control over global production. Many large MNCs, instead of setting up production bases, they place orders from small-scale companies and import goods at a cheap price. Clothes, footwear, and sports items are examples of such cases. The imported goods are then sold under the name of MNC, which earns them huge profits. Also, these companies get complete control over the pricing, quality, delivery, and labor conditions of these producers. Hence, we can see that MNCs can earn profits by using different strategies for different countries. As a result, production in these widely dispersed locations is getting interlinked. Foreign trade and market integration. For a long time, foreign trade has been the main way of connecting countries. Historical trade routes between India, South Asia, and markets in the East and West highlight this connection. Foreign trade serves as an opportunity for producers to increase their target market from local to global level. Sellers can sell their goods in different countries. Also, buyers have an increased choice in type of goods. They can find almost everything in the market. Foreign trade's role in market integration. Foreign trade connects markets across countries. This leads to the integration of markets globally. The movement of goods between markets results in an increased variety of products. The prices of similar goods become the same. Producers from different countries engage in close competition, despite geographical separation. Let us consider an example. You all must have seen the dominance of Chinese toys in the market. In the past, Chinese toy manufacturers saw an opportunity to expand their business in India. So they started exporting toys to India. This led to increased choices of toys for Indians. Due to low prices and innovative designs, Chinese toys started gaining popularity in India. This led to a shift in the market where Chinese toys completely overtook it. So as a result of foreign trade, Indians were able to have a large amount of options. Chinese toy makers were able to expand their business. Indian toy makers had to face losses because of the inferior quality of toys. Influence of foreign trade on market dynamics. Foreign trade transforms markets by introducing diverse goods, influencing consumer choices, and reshaping the competitive landscape. This integration of markets, as seen through the example of Chinese toys in Indian markets, demonstrates the profound effects of global trade on local industries. Foreign trade thus results in connecting the markets or integration of markets in different countries. The result of greater foreign investment and greater foreign trade has been greater integration of production and markets across countries. Now that we have understood the basic workings of MNCs, we should provide an appropriate term for the effect of the emergence of MNCs. Globalization. Globalization is the process of rapid integration or interconnection between countries. MNCs are a big part of globalization. They are involved in moving goods, services, investments, and technology across countries. Nowadays, different parts of the world are commercially closer to each other than they were a few decades ago. The movement of people has also increased the interconnection between countries. People usually move from one country to another in search of better income, better jobs, or better education. Conclusion. In conclusion, the emergence of multinational corporations, MNCs, and the evolution of foreign trade have led to a phenomenon known as globalization. MNCs strategically distribute production across countries to minimize costs and take advantage of global resources. Through joint ventures and dominance, they exert significant influence on local markets. Foreign trade enhances market integration globally, providing consumers with diverse choices but also impacting local industries. The result is a highly interconnected world where goods, services, and technology flow seamlessly across borders, contributing to the rapid and ongoing process of globalization. We hope that you have understood the concept of MNCs. Now, here's a secret on how you can study effectively with the EduRev app. You can learn with chapter notes, watch video lectures and solve NCERT-based MCQ tests of this chapter on EduRev. And that's not all. You also get amazing courses for Class 10 and much more for your Class 10 preparation. Thank you.